What is up, guys? Mega Mad here with another pickups video for the month of August. This month was pretty decent. I thought it'd be a lot slower than it was, but I did end up getting some good stuff. So let's just jump right into it. First off, it was my birthday this past month, and I asked for video game stuff, but you know I like the older stuff, so it's kind of hard to buy stuff for me. But my wife ended up picking up some good stuff for me. So first off, non-video games, but video game related stuff. She and I are big into the online PC game Diablo 3. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's a pretty cool game. They actually have it for PlayStation and Xbox as well, but we got into it when it first came out and everything, so she picked me up a couple pop vinyls for it. So we got Diablo. There's the actual Diablo there. It's a clear. And Tyrael, which is a angel from the high heavens that helps part of the game. Diablo takes over the high heavens, and this is the angel that helps you out through the game. So that was pretty cool. Nice of her. And oops. I also got some books too, which was pretty cool. The first one is Capcom 30th Anniversary Character Encyclopedia. This is a really cool book. It has all of like the previous Capcom players in it, and it just tells a brief description of the character. Give you a couple examples here, if I can, flip to some that people would know here. Some of these games I have never even played as well. So we got like the Resident Evils, we got Jill Valentine, and that just tells like a brief description of who the character is and what kind of role they play in the game. Obviously Mega Man's in here. Forget what page. I think it's right here. Here's Mega Man. Just tells a brief description. That's actually, I think, the new school Mega Man, so to speak. So, but it's cool. It's got a bunch of different characters in it. Really cool. And then the last book is probably my favorite out of all of them. This is something a Zelda collector should have in their collection, if not need to have. But this is the Zelda Hyrule Historia. Basically, this goes through every single game up to Skyward Sword. So, and it just has all kinds of concept art, all different characters that goes through all the stories. This is one of my favorite games, Twilight Princess. Just tells a little bit about each character and everything, and then just a bunch of really, really cool concept art and just of all different games, all different symbols. This, I believe, is Wind Waker, if not something else, I think. But I mean, just really cool. And then there's an actual like comic book in the back, which is really neat. But this is like the must-have for a Zelda collector, in my opinion. So that was pretty awesome of my wife to get me that stuff. Okay, so then moving on to the games. I didn't get too much. I did get a good stack, so let's get started. We'll go through, let's do NES first. This game was actually recommended by a coworker of mine. I never played it, but I did pick it up. It was fairly cheap, and that is Godzilla, the Monster of Monsters. Jeez, I can't say that right. But it's actually a platformer where you play as Godzilla and you go through and you have to fight all the monsters throughout the game. So it's kind of fun. And then I got this. I surprisingly did not have in my collection, but I figured I played it when I was younger. I never owned it, so I got a copy of Bomberman for the NES, the original Bomberman. So that's cool to find. Nice clean label there. And then probably my favorite game out of the whole thing, I actually local reseller I know. He's actually a really nice guy. He opened a store at the local flea market up here, and I brought some games in that I got from garage sales, and we did a trade. I got this game and 20 bucks extra store credit, but I've been eyeing this game for a while. Been looking for it. It's just been high priced, and it was priced fair. So this is Batman: Return of the Joker on the NES, which is a fun game. Just as hard as the first one, but really fun. So, and then for Super Nintendo, I only got one game, and I only got this game because I played this as a child, never beat it. I actually, when I bought it, I played it, I beat it right away. It's kind of easy, but it's fun. It's a fun little Disney game, and that is the Mystical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. So that's a little fun platformer, side scroller, so if you will. Moving on to PlayStation 1. I keep getting more PS1 games for some reason. I had the system when I was younger, so I never really played a lot of the games, but a lot of these games are going up in value, which is odd. But, well, not odd, but I mean, it's for the PlayStation 1. It was a system I think that just didn't get a lot of credit, so. But, first game I got is a Street Fighter game, chibi version, so to speak. It's called Pocket Fighter. It's actually really, really fun. It's just like basically Street Fighter in chibi style. Kind of cartoony, real fun, quirky little game. And then I got a game that I played a little bit of when I was younger, but I don't remember it too much. But I just picked it up. It was fairly cheap, and that is Monkey Magic. It's basically a side scroller. You're like a crazy Congo monkey. Just go around and beat up stuff. So it's fun. And then the last game, I probably shouldn't have picked this up, but the reason I got it is because all these games are going up in value, so I'll probably use it for trade bait. But this is a Jurassic Park game called Warpath. Never actually heard of this, but it's like looks like a dinosaur fighting game, which is really odd. But I'll have to try that out, and if I don't like it, I'm probably gonna just trade it off. Next, I got one GameCube game. I was kind of surprised I didn't have this. Actually, I did have this game, but I sold it away like everybody did when they didn't want their video games anymore, and then later it became popular again. But this is the Resident Evil for the GameCube. Really fun game. I do like Resident Evil 2 is my favorite out of all of the series, but this one actually is kind of a twist. I think it's a twist on the first one. Maybe not. Maybe it's a new story. I don't remember. But I remember I had this, played through it. Fun game. So, next game I got a DS game. This was only $2, and it's a shmup. Really fun shoot 'em up, really hard. Shoot 'em ups are always hard for some strange reason. I don't know why the game creators decide to make these hard ass games, but this is Nano Stray 2. There's a first one for the DS, I believe, but this one I think was the better one to get, or more desirable one to play. It says Simply Stunning by Play Magazine. So I did play it. It's fun, but hard game. But for $2, can't go wrong there. This next game is a 3DS title. I saw this in the store, and I never thought I would buy it. However, I went to Target last week with TJ Kitsune, and they had a bunch of games just marked like for clearance. So they're clearancing them out. I don't know why. Maybe they're just trying to thin out their game selections, but this one was actually marked at 15. It's normally, I think, 30 or something like that. So this is Castlevania, Lord of Shadow, Mirror of Fate. I have not played this yet. I've been told it's pretty fun, but it's pretty easy. But This was marked at 15, and I took it up to the register, and when I checked out, it actually rang up for like $8. So for $8 for a 3DS game, that's not bad at all. And then lastly, I did a trade with a local collector. His name's Andres. I don't know if I've mentioned him before, but he's more collecting into Game Boy stuff now. He's just like thinning out his collection, and he wants Game Boy stuff. So I had a couple Game Boys and a bunch of games laying around. Asked if he was interested. He said, yeah, he had some stuff for trade, and I noticed this one. I haven't played any of these games, but this is a really hard to find N64 game. Complete in box nonetheless. So we have Harvest Moon 64. Complete in box. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like a crease right here. Camera can't really pick it up. But the box is in really nice shape. The manual's got a small crease at the bottom there, as you can see, but this is like, cartridge is damn near perfect. I mean, just look at that if it focuses. A lot of times you find this game and it's real faded or the label's missing somewhat, but that was a nice trade, I think. So, pretty awesome. And then he threw in these like freebies just because he's a cool guy. But I don't have either of these games. These are a couple manuals. We have Slash Demon Head for the NES. I don't have that, never played it. And then Kickle Cubicle, which I've never heard of that. I mean, I've actually seen this, but I've never really played it. So that was cool. So but that's it for Game Finds this month. Besides that garage sale score I had, I posted a video of that because mainly I traded a lot of those games off. So, but that's it for the month of August. We'll see what September brings. But until next time, guys, take care.